Everyone is good. Yeah.
Great. And I did completely forget Paul Rudd was in the film until the very end.
Yo, Amanda said that when we saw it in the theaters, and I was so confused. I'm like, I feel like he's the only person like, oh, that's he's Mondo
Who does he
Gecko, and I'm
play in
like,
the movie? Unless
he
it's a
plays Mondo
spoiler.
Gecko. No,
Okay.
he's just one of the fucking mutants.
I've been meaning to bring this up on the podcast a few different times, and now I'm just going to do it because I think if I remember, I'm going to start asking guests this point forward this question. Unless they come on again, then I obviously won't ask them again. But I think the origin of this was me, Jen, and Mike were doing something, and for some reason Bruce Springsteen came up. Do you know where I'm going with this, Mike?
I halfway remember the conversation, but I don't know where it's going to go.
I forget why we were talking about Bruce Springsteen or whatever. It might have been at the Salem Jazz Festival or something. Maybe, I don't know. Regardless, I called him the Jeans, like trying to refer to him as the boss, but I called him the Jeans, and it became a joke. So, and I was like,
were you talking negatively about?
No. I just called him the Jeans. Like I knew he had a nickname that was the something, and I was like, yeah, the Jeans, because in my head I just picture this guy in like a white T-shirt and jeans.
Cover of what's it called? His album.
Brenden was picturing the cover of George Michael's album.
Born to Run. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
So that, and then now I just call him the Jeans jokingly in my head. I never talk about Bruce Springsteen, so there's no reason to. But there have been a few times where it's come up where I've had to say like his name is clearly the thing, and I'm like, oh, the Jeans. So now I want to pose the question to you three, because I think that a certain way about this. If you had the ability for your nickname, your known persona, to be the boss or the Jeans with no one else having those nicknames. So like Bruce Springsteen does not have this nickname. So like, would you want to be called the boss or the Jeans?
I don't think anyone would want to be called the Jeans.
Yeah, why would you want to be called the Jeans?
The Jeans is still like very peculiar.
Because if your nickname is the boss, I feel like people can just assume something about you, or like assume what that nickname means. But the Jeans is like mysterious. Like
it's not.
The Jeans is like, why the fuck is this guy the Jeans? You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty good.
Because people are going to assume that you're the Jeans because you wear jeans. So now you're pigeonholed into wearing jeans. And if you don't wear the jeans, then you don't deliver. People are just like, then why is he called the Jeans? That's fucking
your name's
stupid.
Gene and you refer to yourself in plural form. You know,
why is he called the boss?
Because he's the boss. I don't know.
The boss.
Hey, he's the boss, man.
That's fucking dumb. Anyways, welcome everyone to the past. Then why isn't he called the GOAT?
I legit thought you were gonna shit on him because like my bucket list concert is to see Bruce, and I still haven't seen him yet. And it's like,
so I could even name a Bruce Springsteen song for you right now if you asked me to.
Stop it, really? Oof.
So now I'm confused because he brought up the Bruce Springsteen thing. He has to pick a movie, and he brought up 2019 films. Okay, so you're not going to pick the film that is based on the kid that loves Bruce Springsteen.
I might change my pick now. What is this movie called?
It's called Blinded by the Light.
Is that a Bruce Springsteen song?
Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen is a better nickname. I'm assuming he plays guitar, right?
It's an official The Jeans song.
It's an official The Jeans song? No, I'm not going to pick that movie. Anyways.
It looks that Beatles one.
The Beatles movie is not. It could have been better if Ed Sheeran was not there.
Ugh, he's in it? Yikes.
He's in it for a lot of the movie. Welcome, everyone.
I need all the actors and like celebrities that Todd doesn't like. I already have one for Jen. I need one for Todd now.
That was an old episode of the show. That episode is still up. I should probably take that episode down, but it's up there somewhere. Welcome, everyone, to the Pass Control Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about the Jeans too much. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I'm your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Saturday evening is the anime senpai himself, the fucking One Piece captain, Michael Desir. Mike, how are you doing?
Yeah, you know.
Have you started watching the live action?
I have one episode left.
Welcome everyone to Mike's Animate. Mike, how's the live action? You're a One Piece guy, right? You like One Piece.
I do.
So
Huh?
I said
I want to
I
hear.
saw a lot of fans drooling over Buggy.
Buggy. People, they're fucking thirsty for Buggy.
Yeah.
That's the clown
And
dude,
Buggy,
right?
like, huh?
Is that the
Yeah, he's the
clown?
clown dude.
Yeah.
The clown dude. And it's funny, Dom, I know you didn't watch. I forget where you fell off on Agents of Shield, but he was on Agents of Shield. That actor.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still don't know when I fell off. So.
Yeah, he was only in like the last 2 or 3 seasons, I think. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. They're doing their best. I mean, they've thrown a lot of money at this for sure, but there's still some constraints you have to make, some concessions, and this, that, and the other to kind of make it work. And it's, for the most part, they have. They're getting basic plot beats across. They're changing some things around, and they're taking efforts to recreate iconic moments.
I started watching the anime, but like I feel like it's just too overwhelming to watch through all that shit. Is this covering like a whole chunk, or is it kind of like taking it slow like the anime? Do you know? Or is it like skipping like a lot of stuff?
It's skipping a lot. It's doing a lot of things a lot more quickly. Things are being rearranged. And yeah, the anime itself is pretty slow, and then there's a lot of filler and stuff that happens. What was the question again?
I don't know. You're the anime guy. I'm asking how you're feeling about it.
Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna finish up the last episode pretty soon, and then twiddle my thumbs, wait for the strike to be over, see if they do a season 2.
We're not getting shit till like 2025 at this point.
Didn't they already announce that second season is like good to go as soon as the strike is over?
Yeah, they did, but they have it written and ready to go, but it has not been greenlit for a season 2. So the strike has to end, then they have to say, all right, this did good, let's do a season 2, and then they can get the ball rolling. As far as everyone's concerned, it's done well enough that they'd be crazy not to renew it. But
yeah, it's fucking
Netflix does some wacky things.
Yo, listen, hot take right here. I mean, I never watched, what's the fucking other one they did that everyone hated with
Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and like I never watched the fucking cartoon. So
I think maybe part of the problem with that is that I think some people would argue that Cowboy Bebop is the best anime, Mike.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I think Todd should probably check it out just to see how he feels about it. I haven't watched the live action show, and I think it's a weird case of the anime. The anime was quote unquote grounded enough that really it should have been easy to do a live action adaptation, but for some reason, maybe because it was so grounded, it was easier to fuck it up. Whereas One Piece is so wacky that for them to tone it down and essentially change it, you can kind of take it better as an adaptation, if that makes sense. Like just the fact that it has to be so different that you can look at it and be like, okay, this is its own thing, but I get what it's going for. Whereas Cowboy Bebop is more like, okay, it's an uncanny valley where it's like, this should be this, but it's wrong in some way that just makes it off-putting. Again, I don't know because I did not watch the live action yet. I should get around to it.
Gotcha. Also joining us tonight, of course, is the fucking Starfield guy, Todd Gary, big Starfield guy. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
Big guy, big Starfield guy. I'm good.
Okay. Rounding us out, of course, is the Disney daddy himself, Dominic 40. Dom, how are you doing?
Doing well.
Love to hear it. If you're, unaware, tonight, of course, is the PTC Movie Club late to the program here. A PTC Movie Club for August. So apologize in advance for our schedule's getting a little wacky and having to push this forward a week, but we are here now to talk about Mike's pick for August, La La Land. I will also reveal my September pick at the end of the episode, so you can stay tuned for that. But before we get into it, obviously, if you haven't watched La La Land or you don't want us to spoil anything about La La Land for you, for whatever reason, you can take this moment to back out of this episode before we start talking about La La Land. Before we do, a couple of quick housekeeping things. This episode, of course, is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, you want yourself something hot, sweet, tasty, fresh out of the oven, you can, of course, head on down to 1 Washington Square and get yourself a delicious fatty. Or if you're like me and you want it delivered straight to your door, head over to goodnightfatty.com and educate yourself on these tasty, tasty treats. A couple other quick housekeeping things. I was a guest today on the Acts of the Blood God podcast, which will be available, I believe, on Monday. So you can look for that on your podcast feed of choice. Definitely check that out. It's a show that I listen to all the time. It's hosted by 3 wonderful people, one of whom is a friend of the show and has been on the show. Well, they're all friends of the show, but one of who has been on the show before, Eric Van Allen. But great episode. They had me on for their Sea of Stars conversation, among other things. It was a great time. Definitely check that out. Check them out when you get the chance.
Sea of Stars.
So yeah, that's where we'll wrap housekeeping up for now. We'll get some more things coming later this week, but that's not for now. That's for then. So, La La Land, as we do with each movie episode. What are we thinking here, Mike? It's your pick. Did anyone look up? Did anyone look up any of the box office or scores?
No.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay. Mike, what are we thinking on the old Roddy Tommy? What are you thinking for a tomato meter?
I think they paid out the ass to get those big ass numbers. Okay. I think they were throwing out boku bucks. I'm going, let's say 91, 96.
Okay. Dom, what about you? What are you thinking? I'm not letting Dom split the diff here.
I'm gonna go.
Dom, you're a fucking piece of shit. Bob Barker did not die for you to do this.
I'm gonna be a gentleman. I'll let Todd go first.
All right. I'm just glad I get to fucking.
I'm gonna go 93. 95.
Okay. Todd, what about you?
What did Mike say for his first one?
91, 96, 93, 95.
I'll go.
You can pick the same numbers. You know, like it's true.
94, 85.
Mike with the bullseye on the tomato meter, 91. But a little bit off, the highest off actually on the audience score. Audience is an 81, so that goes to Todd.
Yo, let's go.
Critic consensus: La La Land breathes new life into a bygone genre with thrillingly assured direction, powerful performances, and an irresistible excess of heart. We'll see if we all agree with that when we get into it. Then we're gonna hop on over to the old box office mojo and see what we got here. We have, with a budget of 30 mil.
That is it?
Mike, what do you think? What do you think? Did you think that this movie had a lot going on in it?
Yeah, I mean, no, but yes. And like, I think production design and the setting and fucking the cinematography and everything and the musical numbers. I don't know. I feel like I would have expected it to be higher. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I guess choreography comes cheap. They just paid some guy that said, "Hey, listen, just teach him how to dance," and he said, "All right."
Yeah, I think some guy is Mandy Moore, by the way.
Really?
I have to double check that, but yes.
That's impressive. I didn't know that's what she did.
What do we think?
What?
For
30 mil.
The budget, how much do I think it made? 120.
Okay.
Oh, so it is a different Mandy Moore. It is Mandy Moore.
It is Mandy Moore.
I saw the name Mandy Moore pop up. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I never bothered to look into it. It is a American choreographer, Mandy Moore.
Okay. How unfortunate. Not even unfortunate.
Yeah, just to be like, Mandy Moore
I'm Mandy Moore. I'm famous, but I'm just not the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Anyone else have a budget
Mike
guess?
said 120.
What was the
30 mil.
30, yeah.
Honestly, I keep thinking maybe my 120 is too low, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah, I was thinking 200. I'm gonna go 200.
Okay. Todd, where you?
I feel like a lot of people.
I'm gonna go 260.
a gradual incline goes to the highest one. It had a cool 447 mil at the worldwide box office, which I do feel like is high, to be honest, for this type of film. I don't know if it got re-released for the Oscars.
I think it has also just good star power.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it does have star power, and I don't know at the time, did the John Legend song, was that like a radio hit or anything? Like, did that song break out of the movie?
I didn't know John Legend was in this movie until he popped on the screen.
Neither did I. He popped up. I was like, "Is John Legend the bad guy in this movie?"
Yeah,
I mean, they kind of
very similar. Similar.
It kind of is.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this movie definitely. I think.
I also had a weird thought, just on John Legend being the bad guy. At some point in the middle of the film, I guess this is getting into like. Kind of like getting into plot, but at some point in the middle of the film, I was like, Ryan Gosling is a very white man, and he is like
he loves jazz,
latching to a like very African American like rooted music style, and like he was like the hero of the story, and I was like, this is very odd.
I think that was the common complaint about this film. I've had people tell me like. They hate that film specifically because of that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all for like him being into jazz and whatever. Like, I mean, whatever. But it was just like at one point in the middle, like he was like the only white guy in the entire. Like it was him and Emma Stone dancing very weirdly.
It's like 48 minutes until the first black actor shows up. Or at least black jazz musician shows up. I want to say 48 minutes. Because I paused the movie.
Was it that long?
I paused the movie. I looked at the time and I was like, for a plot that's sort of save jazz music, 48 minutes is a long time. I think...
Well, the problem is that there was no jazz musicians because Ryan Gosling had to save them. Yeah. He had to go save them. Once he got to save them, then they can start showing up.
Well, my other problem is they kept playing City of Stars, which isn't a jazz song.
They play that song a lot in this movie, like a fucking lot, like to the point where every time it played, I would just look at Jen and I would be like, again? Like, it's catchy, it's a nice piano, chord or whatever, but like it's just they play it a lot. The movie relies heavily on that fucking song.
Well, no, that's what I was saying though, because it's like the background of going into like every song is that like piano, so like it's like a steady.
But I don't think it's the same piano note.
They incorporate it into like every single thing in that movie. It's like literally
a theme. They have a theme. Because I listened to the album after.
Have a theme that's not
City of Stars.
Yeah,
it's the song that he plays at the end
and the beginning.
Yes, yeah. I mean that. Okay, first of all, I have a lot to say about this movie, but Mike, it's your pick.
Mm-hmm.
How everyone has seen this but Todd before, right? The three of us this was our first time seeing it.
Did you say that right?
I said it backwards.
Yeah.
I know Todd has seen it.
I had not seen it before.
Okay, Mike, it's your pick. How are you feeling about this overall?
I don't know. I liked it.
Okay. That's all you got.
That's all I got. We did a year of musicals, and there were.
And you thought, what about more?
Mike was aching for another one.
I was aching for another one. I was like, all right. I let Dom pick like what 8 musicals or something. I don't know what the hell happened that year. I was like, okay, now it's time for me to take a swing at it, and I'm okay with my pick.
I'm happy I saw it. Like, this is one of those things that, like, obviously, it was award season. It had or award whatever. It had a lot of awards, or at least nominations. I didn't look to see how many it actually won, but I feel like it won a lot. It just didn't win Best Picture, and there was that whole fiasco. But it
did briefly win. Best
Picture. They said it was for La La Land.
You can call it that. There's an asterisk there.
So like there was for what Dom just brought up, that like, and Mike also brought up, like, it's a movie about, saving jazz music, but it's like around white people. But also just, I think that the movie.
But is it about saving jazz music though? Because
I actually think it's a love story. But I mean, it's a love story being told through the tale of, like, in his eyes, he's saving jazz music, which I don't dislike the idea of trying to.
chasing dreams and like what you do to chase
100%. But again, like they could have done that without it being Save Jazz Music. It could have literally been anything else. I think that's people's issue is that like what Dom said, jazz music is like intrinsically a very African American. Huh?
Do people hate Whiplash for the same reasons?
I didn't hear the discourse about them hating La La Land for the music.
I didn't either. This is the first time ever hearing of it.
I didn't hear anything about.
I'm just curious if because like Whiplash is all white people too. You know, like everyone.
I don't know
it's
what
like
Whiplash
jazz
is
music.
about. Isn't Whiplash about like a drum teacher?
Same director too. Same director.
Yeah. Oh, same director. Okay, then that answers my question. I'm like, why was J.K. Simmons here?
Okay, so I also have a J.K. Simmons thought, but I need to save it for later because we haven't gotten to the other actor that I want to bring up. My overarching thought on this film was I think I liked the film. I think the story was the weakest part of this movie.
Yes.
The music was great. The choreography was great. Cinematography was great. Their use of color, like the set pieces were all really good. I just like I could not get into the story. Like it was like I don't know. It was like I don't know. It was like a garbage love story to me.
Yeah, it was very also unbelievable at sometimes to me, like certain parts of it. Like I just
like being stuck in traffic and it turning into a musical.
Yeah, that's
that happened in Boston once, and people started stabbing each other.
To like roll it back real quick. Like I'm happy that I got to finally watch this movie because again, it's like a very in certain points it's like a divisive movie for different reasons. Obviously, like there's a bunch of different reasons why, and I'm sure some of that conversation is also inflamed by the Oscar, fiasco with them not awarding the movie Best Picture, but it didn't actually like, it created more of a dialogue about this film. I love music. I'm a big music fan, like every genre except for fucking country music. But I mean, that's just me saying like modern country music. I don't listen to old country music. Old country music is probably better, but whatever.
Yeah, but some of those Border Cafe songs rip. Like an old school.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sure that like people, if I say I don't like country music, people, what about Bonnie Raitt or I don't know, whatever.
No, I'm with you on the new country music.
I just don't like country music or like
pop country,
EDM or whatever, fucking like dance music, like modern fucking whatever. Anyways, I like music and I appreciate stories that like weave music into the narrative in some way. But I think I would agree. I think like the acting was good, the set pieces were great. I think the movie, surprise, a little too long. And I think it's only because I thought the story was kind of whatever. Like, the best part of the movie for me was the end of that movie. The last, 15 minutes was, the best part of that movie. Like, when they walk into the jazz club and, like...
When who walks into the jazz club?
Well, the guy from fucking The Wonders.
Thank you.
Fucking the Jeans.
So now we got the drummer from The Wonders there, a film where he is a drummer for a band that is it's a very a similar story. Mm-hmm. We also have J.K. Simmons, who is the drum teacher from Whiplash. I just thought that was weird that they just kept throwing other music mm-hmm. Centered actors in.
Yeah, John Legend.
I mean,
just a musician.
Yeah, he's just
so
he was in was he in another movie?
I think he is in another movie. Yeah,
Damien Chazelle is clearly obsessed with jazz music and Hollywood because every fucking movie, minus First Man, but he did Babylon too, the most recent movie, and everyone talks about the music montage at the end of that movie, which I still haven't seen that movie yet, but the guy's clearly obsessed with those two things.
So my thing is that, and part of the reason why I like the end of the movie so much is I like that this movie doesn't end with the two of them together, even though I think they're so I think they are supposed to quote unquote they're maybe soulmates or whatever. But I think that I appreciated the ending of them not ending up together. I also just liked for how they're wrapping the story up of let's quickly go through the story you just watched in a quick musical fashion, reversed with they're together still. I just thought there was a lot of cool, interesting parts of that I wish the movie itself had more of, because it's a musical, like I feel like they could have maybe weaved some of those other certain things. Like there's that part where they go to the fucking place where that movie they go see at the Rialto, and they start like dancing in the fucking sky. I'm like, what are we doing right now? But at the end, when they're dancing in that room that's like all black with just lights, and it looks like they're dancing on water, and it's just fucking practical room effects. I just wish the movie had more shit like that, because that scene was super striking. I just like when they were in a more, like, they walk out of the tunnel and they're in, like, it looks like they're on a painting. Like, it's just so, I love the set design. The actors are there on the screen with them and they're all frozen. Like, it's just, I don't know, like little stuff like that I think could have worked really well in the movie and not just at the end. Anyways, I jumped to the end. Spoilers.
Way to go. I think this movie has like iconic scenes though, that like the fucking dance when they're by the pole outside, like that is
like this, like the sunset, like the two different, like he first sings City of Stars the first time on the dock by himself. Yeah, that's it is like I agree, lighting, visuals, like they had a vision for some of these scenes, and I think they mostly fucking nail it. I just kind of wish some of that like little more, I don't know, stage looking scenario worked its way in, like in meaningful ways. I didn't want the whole movie to be that way, but I think they could have done that more, and I was like, oh, I wish they fucking like kind of filtered that in a little bit.
You brought up the them dancing by the pole.
Yeah,
there was a few scenes like that where it was like, going back to the thing that you had read, Brendan, about how they said like it's reminiscent of a genre like gone by.
Mm-hmm.
We get musicals like pretty frequently, like not all the time, but like I feel like once a year there's like a big musical that comes out. Once every couple of years there's a big musical. But this one felt much more like old Hollywood musicals.
Yes,
like, and he's obsessed with old Hollywood. That's like his fucking him and jazz.
That pole scene like very like harkened like back to like Singing in the Rain, like
that's
like
exactly
that style musical. Like
and
there was another scene
really appreciate.
The scene inside the museum was pretty similar.
Yeah. Like I was gonna bring that up at some point. Like I don't have a personal like I've like seen scenes from movies like that, but I don't think I've ever sat down and watched one of those old movies. But like immediately, especially like you said, like Mary Poppins. I don't even know if I've ever seen Mary Poppins, the whole thing, or at least not. I've definitely watched it when I was a kid. I don't know about it as an adult.
I was trying to think of another musical that has like a dance number like that kind of.
And it's not just that. It's like one of those things where it's like it's kind of worked in like they're having a conversation. It's like a lot of tap dancing, and it's actually the actors doing it. And I read a little bit more, at least about Ryan Gosling, like, and me and Todd were talking about it before the podcast, but I was reading more about it just a little while ago, after we talked about it, because I was like, oh, I meant to look this up, and he confirmed it, that, like, Ryan Gosling learned to play the fucking piano to play these songs in the movie, which I think is just, like, really fucking next level cool shit. Like, that's just, dedication.
It came across on screen too. You could tell
exactly.
You could tell he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably wasn't playing all of the songs, but he knew what he was doing.
So, according to this, it says that in pre-production, the composer, or I think whoever wrote the music, played like all of the music is them, but leading up to filming, Ryan Gosling did like intensive, I think on his own. He wasn't like, they didn't make him do that. He was just like, no, I want to be able to do this on set. So he like taught him, well, didn't teach himself, but he like did intensive training to be able to play the songs. I'm sure he's playing it like in the scene, but he's not actually playing it on the audio.
Yeah.
So it was good. I mean, and I'm not like, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of indifferent on Emma Stone. I'm not like a big Emma Stone fan, I guess.
This movie made me like her.
She's good in the movie. She's really good in the movie.
Yeah.
I thought they were both really good.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I think they have amazing chemistry in the movie too. I thought like it was like very believable.
Yeah,
like their whole interactions and everything, and even though it's like fantasy, but you know, like a lot of the scenes. But yeah,
my thing is like, I think what I like most about the movie is again like that ending segment and how the story ends itself is like the movie, for better or worse, like remove the jazz thing, even though that is a big part of the thing. It's like two people chasing their dream. One of them is like working through trying to do that, Emma Stone. Ryan Gosling, I don't know what he's doing trying to get to his dream, because he's like, before meeting Emma Stone, not
it's
working. Like it's just like, I don't know exactly what he's got going on. Did they ever make clear? He said he got ripped off at the beginning of the movie when his sister's there.
Yeah, it sounds like they were trying. I assume that he tried to open up the jazz bar before.
Okay.
And whoever he did business with,
like, screwed him over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if it was that or if it had something to do with, like, because it seemed like he had a lot of jazz memorabilia. So I was like, I don't know if he got ripped off in that way or something.
Yeah, he kept referring to getting shanghaied too.
Yes.
But that like, that just means that you like got tricked into working for somebody. But was it John Legend that ripped him off? Like that's the part that I like.
Why I didn't like him.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to make a connection. Like, there was only one character in the movie that he like really had disdain for. And
I don't know why John Legend.
Well, he also did have disdain for the Samba and Tapas place. Part of that was because they took over the old jazz club.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wonder if, like, maybe they were business partners and they were going to open a jazz club, and then they were like, "This is not going to be profitable. We're going to do this."
Yeah.
I don't know why John Legend pisses me off. I just don't know why, but he pisses me off. He has like he's gonna. I don't know what it is about him, and I can't place it. And I love his first album. It's like
it's first album.
Amazing album.
Ordinary People?
No, it's before that. It's Higher or something like that. Let's get higher.
Let's get lifted.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Ordinary People is a song on that album, is it not?
Yes.
It's on the second album, I believe. Yeah.
No, I think
Ordinary People was like his like, I think, hit from that, like the big hit from that album. That album was good though. I like that album.
I think Kanye fucking produced a lot of that album too. It's probably why it was so good.
Yeah.
But he just bothers me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. He's just like,
he was fine in the movie.
Yeah,
he's fine. You know?
For not being an actor, like, he was fine.
For being the villain in a movie about saving jazz. Yeah.
I feel like
he wasn't even like he was the villain. He was just a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
the real villain is just society. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I like the premise. Like, I think it's because, again, I really think this is at its core actually just a love story and about two people like chasing their dreams. It's not about necessarily saving jazz. And it's not necessarily about I don't know. But I like that. So there was one thing that I noticed, and I don't know if and when or ever if I'll watch this movie another time, but I wanted to, after noticing it at the end of the movie, I kind of wanted to go through and see if this happens at other points. One of his biggest things about when he's when he's like explaining why he loves jazz to her, which I loved that conversation. That was like one of the best conversations in the movie. They go to the jazz club. It's the first time jazz is like being played by jazz musicians on the screen. He's like explaining why he loves jazz and how it's like, you know, this push and pull, like great conversation about jazz. And her reaction to jazz initially is like, oh, you know, it's elevator music, it's background music, I go to a party and it's a playlist, or, you know, all this stuff, and it's just people are talking over it. And that's like one of his big points of contention is like, you need to go and experience it. It's like not just background noise for you to put on or whatever. And I meant, because I didn't notice it until towards the end of the movie, and I'm curious if it happens at other points, but when he's on tour for a while, surprises her at home, has dinner cooked, and they get into that argument, the whole time that they're arguing, jazz music is playing, and like they have a record on, and then like when he snaps and the conversation stops, the music stops, and I'm like, it's weird that like something that he's always loved and something that she grew to love through him was like turned into this thing that he didn't like, which was like this background noise. And then I don't know, it highlighted a volatile moment, which I feel like was probably part of the scene construction, or at least that's how I interpret it.
I think it's why they accepted that they just weren't meant to be together. You know, like that. I feel like that scene was like the beginning of like realizing, you know, because you know what I'm saying. I
don't even think it was necessarily that they're not meant to be together, because I don't think either one of them gets to where they eventually want to be without the other. But again, like they both got to where they wanted to be. Seemingly, he had a jazz club at the end. She had acting roles. She was an actress, seemingly well known. They both got to do what they love because of each other, but not with each other. And I just think that's like I like that sort of like plot thread.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But did he get to where he was because of her? Because fucking she told him to go join that shitty band, and that shitty band.
He didn't have money to do it otherwise. He wouldn't have been able to open the club.
And honestly, do you think her husband from the Wonders would have gone to a place that was called, what was it called? Chicken on the Stool?
Chicken on a Stick.
His name is Guy, by the way.
There you go. You think Guy would go into Chicken on a Stick?
His name is Guy.
I don't know. In the fucking montage timeline that didn't happen in France, it's called.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't look it up.
But those are the French.
I'm assuming that's what the sign said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the French. The French are weird. They'll do that shit. We don't do that in America.
They didn't even know the name of the club until they got inside the club,
which is a legit jazz club,
so
like
underground jazz club. To Chicken on the Stick.
Exactly. That's true.
They would have turned around. People wouldn't be going around saying like, "Oh, let's check out Chicken on a Stick." Like, clearly that place was packed. They were doing good business, and that's why they could walk around and be like, "Oh, do you hear that music? Let's go inside. Let's see it. It seems like it's bumping." If it was called Chicken on a Stick,
I think
it would never have crewed that kind of business.
I think it would have worked because it was like a reference to a jazz musician, Bird,
something. But I hear Chicken on a Stick. I think this is just I want to get some fried
Mike,
chicken.
If you hear Seb's, you're not going to fucking Seb's either because you're gonna say,
I'm going to Seb's. I'm gonna have my little fedora. I'm gonna have it tilted down. Like, let's go to Seb's.
Say,
guys.
Let's go to Seb's, and you say, what the fuck is Seb's? And I'm gonna say it's a jazz club. You're gonna say no. So
I'm gonna say, oh, let me get my cigars. Let's
I think Chicken on a Stick could have worked simply because when they got downstairs into the jazz club, it was clearly also like a very like paying homage because it had like the stool there. Like it clearly had stuff on the walls of like paying respect to jazz musicians. So I feel like people would be like, oh, why is it called Chicken on a Stick? And then, explanation. It's like, oh shit, this place is fucking legit. But I also agree with Dom. The sign's already down there. So you're in. You're already in. You're not going because it's called Chicken on a Stick. You're going because you hear jazz music and you want to fucking check it out. Get a nice cocktail.
I think the music note as an apostrophe was a great touch. Amazing idea.
When he shows her that and he goes, oh, that's really cool. Or like whatever his like stupid reaction to it is like, this character is what helped us get Ken, by the way, in the Barbie movie, because there's a lot of similarities with how this character exists in this movie.
A lot of Kenergy there?
Yeah, a lot of Kenergy. Like, absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I liked in this movie, too, is like when he was really getting into the piano and they shine the light on him. Because, like, Soul did this, too, and there's a scene in the movie, Soul, the Pixar movie, and it's, like, my favorite scene in that movie, where he just starts getting into the piano, and it's, like, so hyper-focused in on him playing. And I feel like both of those movies did, like, a really good job with that.
Another weird one. Who did the soundtrack to Soul?
I think Trent Reznor.
Mandy Moore?
Trent Reznor.
Yeah, Mandy Moore. I will say that was some of my favorite like things in the movie is when it would either when she was acting or he was playing piano and it would like from within the scene like slowly start to dim and light like the lighting changes and it's like they're in this thing but it's like putting them somewhere else because of the lighting. That shit like fucking very good.
Well, yeah, it was really good at the nightclub, especially because like it like you watched like the background fade out, then you watched the people fade out, and then it was literally just her.
Yeah,
and it was like, all right, like she is alone in the room with him now. Like this, like we're about to see like just what's in her head. Like and that's when they did like the what if I had ended up with him. Like
and that's what I love too because it's like it's not even like maybe he's also having the same thought in that moment. But it is like this is her picturing what it would be like if it was the other way around or whatever, and like,
she's fine with the way she is.
Yeah,
that was the good like that was my bet like that was my takeaway from it is like she saw what life would be like with him like she would have ended up happy but like she is like comfortable with where they are both at
and they both are because like again it ends with them both acknowledging like. with a smile, I like to think that they come back to the club after. You know what I mean? Like I like to think that that's not the last time she steps in that club.
The movie ended, so I stopped paying attention to what the characters would do.
That's
I don't
fair.
like.
That's fair.
I don't like.
I don't like thinking about them.
I don't write fan fiction for what happens after the film.
I also like, again, I was fully expecting him, especially because the movie played it 70 fucking times. I was fully expecting him to play City of Stars on the piano, and for them to have like a thing again, like a singing number. And when it went to that like original, the first time they met thing he was playing in that restaurant,
also not jazz.
It was very good.
I'm glad it was that way though. I'm glad it doesn't go like your typical happy ending route.
Yeah.
It's fucking like it. That's what made me enjoy the movie. I think if it went a different way, I wouldn't have fucking liked this movie as much as I do.
Yeah. I also
this is like the movie that got me to like fucking. This is the first musical I've actually liked.
I really thought Tom was gonna say the first movie that got me to like jazz. I was like, no, John, no.
No, Todd started liking jazz after the B movie.
Yeah.
When they do the like what if timeline at the end, and J.K. Simmons stops them. And then he just starts like he does like a quick little like hand flick and like dance. I'm like, this movie's off the fucking rails now.
It's so like, good. Oh, never mind, you kids go have fun.
So good.
So she won an Oscar for this, and the director won Best Director, I believe, right?
I have no idea. I didn't look it up.
And Josh Hurwitz was like the music guy. He won for music, I believe, as well. I think it took home 3 Oscars.
Let me see. We got. Wow, 295 nominations, 240 wins, 6 Oscars. Let's pull up the Oscars here. Sometimes IMDb like takes forever to fucking load for some reason.
Looking shit up right now. Check.
Let's see. It was nominated for Best Picture, nominated for Best Performance, for leading actor. Who won that? Oh, it was no, it's Best Picture. Actor Casey Affleck won for Manchester by the Sea. It was Casey Affleck, Denzel for Fences, Viggo for Captain Fantastic. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
You pick that movie.
Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, and Ryan Gosling for La La Land. Let's see. It won Best Performance for Emma Stone. It won Best Directing by Damien Chazelle. It won. Nominated for Best Original Screenplay. It won Best Achievement in Cinematography. Nominee for Film Editing. Nominee for Costume Editing. Winner for Music. And then nominee for Sound Mixing, Sound Editing, and Music Written. I'm so confused. It was nominated for Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Pictures. Oh, for different songs. Oh, so it had multiple songs nominated. I was like, it's the same fucking category. So it was nominated for multiple songs and won for City of Stars. And then also won for production design. So yeah, people really love this movie. Well, no, people. Well, I mean, 81's still a good score.
Yeah,
but it's not. Critically, it was received higher, and obviously at the Oscars and other award shows, it did very well. I don't know, anything else we want to talk about with this movie?
The only thing that I like touched on but didn't bring up because I didn't actually go back through was the use of color. Emma Stone like wore a lot of blue throughout the movie, and then it like slowly changed to purple, I think. And by the end, I don't remember what color she was wearing, but I think there's something there.
Yeah,
I feel like there was like a lot of use of color to like show character growth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. I wasn't dissecting it that way, but there's definitely very like intentional color choices, both in like scene composition and I think with what they're wearing. Yeah. Or at least how the lighting changes their face and stuff.
I think I was looking for it most because that traffic scene at the beginning that is completely unbelievable that anyone would bust out into a musical sitting in traffic. They were also all wearing color. There was like nobody wearing a black t-shirt. There was nobody wearing like a white t-shirt. They were all in like red, yellow, blue.
Yeah, we're not supposed to believe that's like real
unbelievable.
Though. We're not. Are we supposed to believe that's like a real thing? Like, I don't.
I don't know what happens in LA, man.
Yeah, I like it's the same when they're
floating. There was a BMX
biker
on the top of the.
Yeah.
I took
also, there was a full band in the back of a truck. That didn't have any windows or anything. Like, those people would have died.
I took that scene the same way I took the floating scene. It was like, kind of like fantastical, not really happening, but like, people are sitting in traffic and that's what's going on in their head.
I thought they were really flying.
Yeah.
Any other final thoughts?
No.
Okay.
We did it, guys. We solved La La Land.
I guess out of let me see. Hold on. Hold the phone here. Hold the old phone. We only have so we've watched Moonlight. We have watched La La Land now. We've watched Manchester by the Sea. We've watched Arrival. So we have Fences, Hell or High Water, Hacksaw Ridge, Hidden Figures, and Lion left. So we still have more than I thought. We have more than half left. Or are we split?
Hell or High Water is fucking amazing.
No, yeah, we're less than half done. So we gotta at least at some point, I feel like at least hit the halfway point and pick one more. I'm not gonna be able to do it right now because I don't want to pick any of those movies. I think out of these, the only one I would probably pick would be
Hell or High Water, right? Yeah, good pick.
I just based off of the name and the picture there, I probably wouldn't pick that. Hidden Figures, I don't think would also pique my interest. That's like about the NASA people, right? Like, isn't it like about scientists? It's about women that were scientists for NASA but didn't get credit or something. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And it has good actresses in it. Like, that cast looks good. I mean, the cast for, obviously Fences is Denzel. And Cam was on recently and said that Fences is actually really good.
How are you gonna fucking just snub Viola Davis like that? Yeah.
Oh.
That's Denzel. How dare you?
I didn't just say Denzel. I just said it's got Denzel.
You're like, it only has Denzel. There's no one else.
I did not say it only has Denzel.
It's a one man play.
No, the cover literally says Denzel Viola.
Well, no, it's Denzel Voila.
Yeah. Voila! It's all Denzel. I think she won too for best.
She did
something.
Did Denzel
Must have been
win?
best supporting actress.
Denzel didn't win though, right?
No, because fucking Casey Affleck won.
Oh yeah, Casey. I mean, honestly, I haven't seen Fences, but I find that Casey Affleck.
Has Denzel ever won? Denzel's had to won Oscars.
He's on Training Day and Glory. He won Best Supporting for Glory, and he won Best Actor for Training Day.
Okay. Fucking Training Day is such a good movie. Does Training Day hold up? I haven't watched that in a long time.
Oh yes, yeah. It's not that old. It's like it's got like a great cast too.
I feel like that movie's got to be at least 15.
It's like 20 years.
Yeah,
I think that came out like 2001.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I was very young when I watched that movie.
20 years ago hold up a lot better than movies like in the 90s or like Schwarzenegger movies. And like, even though I still love all the Schwarzenegger movies, but like 90s movies just don't hold up the way they used to.
And yet here we were about to watch fucking 200 cigarettes.
We were never gonna watch that. What were we talking about? All right, are we wrapped up here? Are we like tight and neat on La La Land? We're good.
There we go. Tight and neat.
Guess so.
Okay. All right. I think we talked longer about Shrek the Musical than we did La La Land.
I forgot we even watched that. Oh God.
I didn't. I never will. I will never forget.
Great flick.
It was a movie.
It actually wasn't a movie.
Yeah, it was a stage play.
We watched the production.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fine. I'm happy I watched it. I don't think I ever would have probably gone on my way to watch it. Actually, that's what I should look at real quick.
The only reason
what Ryan Gosling movies have I not watched?
Dude,
most of them.
First Man.
First Man's another Damien Chazelle movie. Yeah.
Blade Runner 2049.
I mean, okay, I've seen Barbie. I've seen La La Land. I've seen Drive. I have not seen Blade Runner.
You've never seen Place Between the Pines.
I've seen The Notebook. I have not seen Place Between the Pines. I've seen Crazy Stupid Love. I've seen Nice Guys.
Drive.
I said Drive. I'm going in release order. I think maybe not. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
That doesn't make any sense.
I've seen Blue Valentine,
which is another great movie.
Remember the Titans.
I don't know if I ever watched that movie, or at least watched the whole thing.
I've never seen it.
Really?
The
Titans is great.
The Big Short's supposed to be good, no?
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, so I've never seen that either,
recommending it to me. I have been meaning to watch
Christian
it.
Bale, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt.
It's a stats cast.
Can I tell you right now what I did watch more than I cared to watch while I was on vacation last week? Because it was like the only thing worth the only thing I felt like keeping on in the hotel room. Ocean's 11. And like it's fucking whatever, but it's also like
super
kind of good.
I thought
it's really good. It's a very good movie. Yeah.
I think I just like a good heist movie.
It has kind of a stacked cast.
Great stat cast.
No, it has a stacked cast.
Like
not kind of a stacked cast. It has a stacked cast.
Is that where "fuck it, I'm in" comes from?
Yes.
Because I don't think they actually say that in the movie.
I don't remember what other besides like the Brazilian the Italian Job. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I've watched a lot of heist films, but the few that I have seen do kind of fit that general formula, and I do think they have that part where you go around recruiting people, and even they don't say "fuck it, I'm in," they basically say "fuck it, I'm in."
Yeah. No, I know. I get it.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Is Mose in Ocean's 11?
I think he was in
Italian Job.
Italian Job sucked. I'm like, what I remember everyone was saying that movie was so good, and I remember I saw it, and I'm like, this movie's terrible.
That is the one where the chase scene at the end, they were all on PT Cruises, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Edward Norton came out and said the movie sucked, but it ended up.
Oh yeah, Edward Norton was in a helicopter at the end, right?
Yes.
He was the bad guy.
Yes, he was the bad guy.
And I think Jason Statham was there, right?
Jason Statham was the good guy, was a good guy, which is weird.
It's not weird. I think he's always
a good guy for the most part.
He's normally the protagonist of some way.
I just felt like it was weird having an ensemble cast and having Jason Statham be a good guy.
I think this was.
Are you saying that Jason Statham is not a good guy? I feel like he's always a good guy.
No, I just in an ensemble cast, I feel like he would work better as a bad guy. I don't know.
I mean, that's why you have your Furious 7.
Yeah.
But after that, he's part of the team because
and he's and he has a buddy cop movie.
Yeah, but I think Seth Green was there.
Seth Green. Yep.
That's all I got. Who
was the explosives guy for the Oceans team?
Don Cheadle.
Cheadle. Okay.
Yeah.
Was he British? Don Cheadle's not British in real life. This might be a dumb question. I don't even know. Because I don't think I've ever heard him being interviewed.
I don't believe so. He's a Skrull, so.
Spoilers. Yeah, I feel like I've seen him in interviews, and I'm pretty sure he's American.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
That was also the one where they had the ballerina, right? Oceans.
I can't remember now.
They had the. Actually, hold on a second. I think I might.
James Caan's son was in it. He was definitely one of the guys in it.
I think I'm thinking about the second one where there was a guy that was breaking into a place and they had the lasers and he was kind of
they had the
dancing around.
Yeah, it was I thought he had a ballerina.
I think he was the antagonist, if I'm remembering right. I think that guy that did it was the guy they had the.
I gotta do research on Ocean's 11.
Oh, this in particular, I think I'm thinking about Ocean's 12.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ocean's 12 right now.
Okay.
Was that the one that had
Ocean's 13?
Was that the one that had?
So they had. He wasn't a ballerina. He was an acrobat.
Yeah.
That's the guy on the team from the first movie.
Steven Soderbergh directed all those Ocean movies? That all makes sense.
All of them?
Yeah, even the third one.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Ocean's 8?
I don't know about that one.
Okay, before we go on a terrible tangent and make this a 2-hour episode talking about fucking Ocean's movies,
we've already talked about it far too much.
We're gonna outro the show, and then I'm gonna reveal my movie pick, and then we're gonna play the movie game, and then we're gonna fucking end the show.
Wrap it up, B.
So, of course, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode 385 of the Pass the Controller podcast. We appreciate you. Of course, if you want to help us out, the easiest way to do that and the freest way to do that is to share us on social media, follow us on social media, and subscribe to the show on your platform of choice. YouTube, podcast feeds on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to the show. Throw us a follow over on there. And take a moment and leave us a 5-star review. That is very, very helpful, very beneficial. If you listen to the show only, as a reminder, we do record the show live every week on twitch.tv/PassController, and you can watch the video on demand after on our YouTube channel. Just search Pass the Controller Podcast. It'll pop up. There are plenty of other things on our YouTube channel, like cocktail videos, video game themed cocktails, other streams, other gaming related content we do over on there. Of course, on our Twitch channel, we also do other gaming related streams. If you have a few bucks, want to help support us, you can do that by subscribing to us at twitch.tv/PassController, becoming a patron at patreon.com/PassTheController, or going to passthecontroller.threadless.com and getting some swag. We appreciate any way you interact with us and any way that you help support us, but leaving us a 5-star review is that big thing that will help us a lot. That being said, here is my question to the group here. I have a movie I want to pick, but it is a long film, which I feel like...
Is it subtitles? Yes or no?
Yes.
And it's long?
A long subtitled movie?
Yeah. I wanted to pick this last year, and then...
Is it Drive My Car?
It is Drive My Car. I want to pick that movie. It is 3 hours long.
Oof.
Or like too close to 3 hours long. And I believe it is all subtitles.
Well, I can't read, so...
I want to watch this movie, and I've wanted to watch it for a while, but I understand asking the group to watch a 3-hour subtitle movie is not like something you can just throw on and, you have to sit down and commit to that. So if that's like, and remember this moment when you go to pick your movies, fuckers. So I'm assuming that, how are we feeling about this? Are we cool with that pick? If not, I have another suggestion. Pick that movie, it is my pick. It's on HBO.
If you pick that movie,
I'm
picking Gone with the Wind, which is 3 hours and 56 minutes. So,
do you want to watch that movie?
No, not at all. But now that you're making me watch the 3-hour subtitles, you're watching fucking Gone with the Wind.
I mean, listen, there have been multiple months where we've watched 2 movies. This is essentially me doing a double feature.
I don't mind subtitles movies as long as there's like some action, like Crouching Tiger. Is there action in this movie? Do you know?
I have no idea. I just know the overall plot of the film.
I'm gonna pick the 10 Commandments. It's 3 hours and 40 minutes.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's my pick. I can pick it, but I'm trying to be a.
I'm gonna pick Nymphomaniac Parts 1 and 2.
Wait, if you're doing this, I'm changing that pick. I said we're doing fucking Blade Runner and then Blade Runner 2049. It has to be done. Has to be done. I really want you guys to see Blade Runner 2. I don't even care if you see the first one. I really want you guys to watch the second.
Yeah, so then
I've seen the second one.
Why make us watch?
I've seen them both. What am I talking about?
Because I feel like you have to kind of watch the first one. Not kind of. You kind of.
How do we feel about this?
Listen,
it's your pick.
It's your pick.
It's your pick.
If you want to do it, we'll do it.
This is the line I'm dancing on.
I'll just read some Spark Notes.
This is the line I'm dancing on. Todd, I watch all your fucking shitty picks, all right? I pick one fucking Oscar-nominated movie, and you can't do it? Come on. Actually, I might have won an Oscar. Anyways.
Let's see. We watched that.
What?
Well, you made it sound like you picked
I'm
one.
Just saying, I'm saying it's not like I'm picking some like random subtitled movie that, it is like supposed to be a very good movie. I'm basically sitting between that or going back to my initial plan for this year, which was not fully executed, which was I was going to pick movies based in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
So if we did that, I feel like
the picks. The Good Son?
Huh?
You ever seen The Good Son? It's
No.
filmed in like Beverly Hills.
Why would I pick that?
Because Macaulay Culkin, dude.
I feel like they're the picks that I would choose from because there are movies I haven't seen. I feel like you've all seen them. Shutter Island and Mystic River. I feel like everyone's seen those.
I've seen Shutter Island. I've not seen Mystic River.
I've seen both.
And I'm assuming Todd has seen both. So I don't want to pick those. And then obviously like The Departed, I'm sure we've all seen. I've even seen it. I've even seen The Departed.
I've never seen The Departed, so I'd love to actually watch that.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe fuck your mother.
I fucking love that movie.
So then the other option would be a 2017 drama called Stronger. It is Jake Gyllenhaal and Tatiana Maslany.
I'm so confused about that movie. That movie was really well received, and like it was in the it barely made it into the theaters. I don't understand what happened with that. It's based on the guy who had his legs blown off, right?
Yes.
And
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'm so confused by that movie. Like it got it just disappeared. I don't understand what happened with it.
So that pick whatever you want. That would be the other Boston pick because I don't think any of us have seen that movie.
I have not.
Nope.
But I don't care. It's your pick. So
all right, we're watching Drive My Car. Lock it in. Drive My Car.
All right,
let me just make sure it's still on HBO because if it's something we have to buy, I don't want to make people buy it. Hold on. Drive My Car streaming.
Hope you guys all have HBO Max because we'll be watching Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Hell yes, let's go.
It's on Prime Video. Hold on.
It says Prime Video's premium subscription, which means that you would have to
Yeah. All right. Well, then hold on. I want to make sure it's streaming somewhere.
It's on Max. It's on Max.
Is it? Are you sure? Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah. I just picked it. I can click on it and watch it right now if I wanted to.
Okay, that's what I thought it was on HBO because I went to watch it before, and then I'm
skipping. I'm going right to the end to see what happens at the end right now. Oh no way! He drives his car off a cliff. Are you kidding me? That's why it's called Drive My Car.
Oh,
clever, very clever.
Okay, yeah, it is on there. Unless you guys want to pay for that other movie. Hold on.
Past Lives.
I
already know the ending to that.
I mean, if we want to get it onto the server, does that work for everyone? Because
let's do whatever.
I don't know how that works on your end, Mike.
It's easy and difficult at the same time.
So, Past Lives is $20 right now.
Yeah, I don't want to make everyone spend $20.
On September 19th, it goes either to streaming and or rent. So you could rent it for $3.99. Probably. I'm saying September 19th. So we'd have to wait a little bit, but I usually watch the movie the last week anyways. But dude, just pick whatever. Pick fucking Drive My Car, Past Lives, fucking True Lies. Didn't you say True Lies?
True Lies. That's what we're watching.
No, we can go through Jen's list. We can do Sliding Doors. We can do Heart and Souls with Robert Downey Jr.
It's your pick. Just pick a movie.
Yes, it's your pick.
We could do.
Stop! Don't ask us because we're gonna say no to
Fierce
everything.
Creatures. What is Fierce Creatures?
It's a sequel.
Oh,
yeah, it's a sequel to A Fist Called Wanda.
There's that other movie that she said, The Cell?
Yes, pick that. Please.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure that you weren't being serious.
If you want,
that's the Mark Wahlberg film, right?
It's Jennifer Lopez.
Oh no,
Vince Vaughn too. It's Vincent D'Onofrio.
I was thinking
Vincent D'Onofrio's
right?
Yes. It's
one
of
with
Vincent D'Onofrio's best performance.
Chris Evans.
I'm reading I don't want to watch that movie. Wait, have we all seen Punch Drunk Love?
I know. No.
I thought you love that movie, Todd.
I do.
have Mike and Dom seen Punch Drunk Love?
I have. There's no reason in asking Todd if he's seen a movie because he's just going to say no to whatever movie he wants to watch.
Honestly, that movie made me like Adam Sandler again.
All right, I apologize. I'm making you watch a 3-hour movie. We're going to watch Drive My Car.
Oh, wait! I thought you were going to be like, "Oh, okay, we're doing Punch Drunk Love." All right.
No, you've all seen it. Mike and Dom just said they both just saw it. Am I losing my mind? Did you not just say you saw it, Dom?
No, I've never seen it.
I don't know if you're telling the truth. Fucking liar. Oh, what about hold on, wait a second. Did anyone watch fucking that new fucking Tom Hanks movie? Fucking Wes Anderson movie?
Asteroid City?
Yes. Yeah.
I've not watched it yet.
I started the beginning, but I have not watched it.
It's on streaming, right?
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
Is it supposed to be good?
I mean,
I
heard bad things. I've heard bad things about it. I heard it's like his worst movie. But I mean,
really?
What's the best Wes Anderson movie? Well, I'm assuming you've probably all fucking seen them. You've all seen them.
That's subjective. I've seen.
Yeah,
yeah.
Actually, I haven't seen Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I was just gonna say I haven't either. I heard that's
the best one.
Wait, have you not seen it?
No. I have not seen Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Have you seen it, Mike?
No.
Everyone says that's the best. Dude, pick what you want. Stop. You don't have to cater.
No, because you guys don't want to watch Drive My Car.
I don't care.
I mean, I'm interested.
Listen, there's a lot of movies that we've picked that I didn't want to watch. I did it anyway because I'm a team player.
It's tough to watch subtitles because I can't read that well.
Shut the fuck up, Todd.
I'm an English major.
Fantastic Mr. Fox is on HBO.
Everyone
and it is half the length. It's an hour and 26 minutes.
It's so weird that I've never watched it because I swear.
I have literally heard people say that it's
if you ask people what their top 3 Wes Anderson movie is, that movie's usually in their top 3, which is weird to me. I don't think who knows? I haven't seen it, so I can't say I'd put it in there. But
hold on, this all hinges on, I just texted Jen. If she hasn't seen Fantastic Mr. Fox, I'll pick that. Okay, she hasn't seen it. There we go. Sorry for the hassle, but let's watch the Fantastic. I'm gonna still watch Drive My Car on my own because I want to watch that movie, and I feel like.
Oh, we're doing a double feature?
Yeah, we went from a 3-hour movie to watch a 5-hour fucking engagement. Let's go.
We're giving Brenden 5 hours.
Okay, so we're watching Fantastic Mr. Fox. If I'm looking at this correct, it should be on HBO. I don't know if it's on anything else, but it's there.
Right now.
Cool. All right. I'll watch Drive My Car in my own time, and whenever I watch it, I will talk about it on the show.
So the pick is
Fantastic
Mr. Fox?
Yes, correct. Fantastic Mr. Fox. If that is not clear for the listeners out there, one more time. We're watching Fantastic Mr. Fox for September. And that will be the thing. Okay, movie game. Let me pull up the scoreboard.
Is Fantastic Mr. Fox based on Roald Dahl, or is it something else? Or is it it is? Okay.
If you are new to the show, or if this is your first time listening, we play a game every episode at the end, and we keep track of that scoreboard for the whole year. Normally, we will play something video game related, but because it's a movie episode for the movie club, we always switch to a movie game. The scoreboard for the year so far: Dom is in first at 37, Todd in second with 35, Mike in third with 28. We got a bunch of guest points, but no guests tonight, so we don't need to go over the guest board. The way we play the movie game. I already forget what we call it.
I forgot that we changed it.
We did? Oh, if we changed it, I definitely didn't. We're not.
No, to the. Good, keep going.
The 20 questions one?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that one.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's what I was referring to.
That one, I have to figure out how to fine tune that more so it doesn't take so long. I like that one, but it doesn't work in its current format. So we're gonna go back to the previous of. Is it just I reveal information slowly until someone gets it?
Yeah.
That's the name of it? That's the name of it? I just reveal information slowly until someone gets it?
Yeah, that's the name. It rolls off the tongue. Is that how we used to play before? I don't know why I can't think of anything right now.
You had a concussion.
Yeah, I'm concussed. That's how it worked previously? It wasn't asking questions, right? It was just answers?
It was, you just give information.
Okay. So, let me pull up the list here that we have. Okay. Movie number 1. This 2006 PG-13 film clocks in at 2 hours and 10 minutes. Good thing this isn't Ocean's 11. It's Brendan's 11 options for his picks. Listen, I'm working a note live. I engage with my co-hosts here. Todd fucking rolls in with a Twitter poll, and Mike is always a week late and then decides, let me look at my list of movies I want to watch that I haven't picked. All right, we're going to watch fucking Mission Impossible 7.
Hey, it works.
I'm expecting a big pick from Dom for Halloween.
2006, PG-13, 2 hours and 10 minutes long. This film has 93 nominations with 67 wins, including 2 Oscar wins.
2006.
Excuse me. What's I doing in 2006?
Rotten Tomatoes gives this film a tomato meter of 79 and an audience score of 71.
How many films? It's a 2-time Oscar winner?
Yes.
Yeah.
79, 71?
Yes.
It's got to be performance based.
Rotten Tomatoes says you might also like Across the Universe, I Am Sam, Chicago, Walk the Line, and Away from Her. I don't think that one ever helps. I just love to read it because it's like always a ridiculous fucking smattering of movies.
2006.
It's not Les Mis, right? That's too early. That came out way later.
Yeah.
Is it Moulin Rouge?
Incorrect.
Yes. Oh, I would have guessed that.
This
I thought that
film's budget is not listed on Box Office Mojo, but it grossed worldwide $155.4 million.
Can you read the movies similar again?
Across the Universe, I Am Sam.
Okay, never mind. Continue. I was just making
Across the Universe and I Am
Sam. I was just making sure you said Across the Universe. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, to make sure that wasn't your guess.
Yeah.
You may recognize
2006.
You may recognize at least one actor from the MCU.
You know what? I think we got to stop saying the MCU because MCU is dead at this point. So we got to figure out something.
You may recognize at least one actor from the MCU in the post-Endgame MCU.
Oh, Booker.
I'll even go as far to say cinematic, so not Disney Plus show.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. No,
the lead actor in this role has been nominated 97 times, including 60 wins and 1 Oscar win. If IMDb will load, I'll tell you what for. In 2005, the lead actor, so for a different movie, won Best Performance by an actor in a leading role.
The lead actor in both films? Or just the one that they were nominated lead actor for? Were they the lead actor in the movie that you're talking about?
Yes.
The 2006 film? Okay.
Yes.
Is the movie Castaway?
No. Castaway came in like 2000.
So
like Tom Hanks.
IMDb lists the lead actor as the lead actor on one page and then on the other page as the second billed actor. So take that information for what you will.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. PG-13.
Yeah, PG-13 always is what fucks with me.
PG-13, 2006. Is it?
You may.
I definitely wasn't one.
You may. The again back and forth. The lead actress or potentially second billed actress has been nominated 336 times, including 155 wins.
So it's Meryl Streep,
including one Oscar nomination.
It's not Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Is it?
Is the movie as good as it gets?
No.
Is the movie Chicago?
No. Chicago is one of the You Might Like This films.
Okay. See, that I'm on the right track.
Is it? But he said I Am Sam, so I'm like, is it definitely a musical? You know, like
the third billed actor.
I Am Sam had a lot of music in it.
The third billed actor,
Beatles music,
has 103 nominations, 44 wins, and 1 Oscar nomination.
This is a...
Some may say a stacked cast, Mike.
Yeah.
2006. I feel like I wasn't watching many PG-13 movies back in 2006.
The third billed actor's 1 Oscar nomination is for this film.
The third build?
Third billed.
You said this film won
Best
too,
performance
right?
by an actor in a supporting role. Yes, this movie won 2 Oscars.
Is it
It's gonna be like set design and shit and fucking...
Oh, what was it? Is it Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Nope.
Good guess.
That would have been before.
That's our though. I think that's our.
Yeah, I know. I'm just...
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm trying to think of stacked casts that like are also like music inclined.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. Can I go Ocean's 12?
No, it's not Ocean's 12. So this... I'm very confused by this. This movie was nominated 8 times for Oscars, and it has a 9th nomination in 2022. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it was nominated in 2022 for an Oscars cheer moment. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Oh, they might have just. I think they've been like giving random Oscars out for to random things recently, like the last couple of years.
Is that like a fan voted thing or something?
It's like something they do behind scenes. They don't like do it during the show or anything. It's
so
like, yeah.
It had an let's see. It won for a best performance by an actress in a supporting role. It won for best achievement in sound mixing. The others are all just nominees for
best actress. You said, right?
It won best performance by an actress in a supporting role. Let's see here.
PG-13 fucking messes.
The other actresses nominated that year were Adriana Barraza for Babel, Rinko Kikuchi for Babel, Abigail Breslin for Little Miss Sunshine, and Cate Blanchett for Notes on a Scandal.
Never seen that movie.
Not me at all.
No, yeah, I was gonna say. I'm thinking right now Julia Roberts, but like Erin Brockovich was not but it's not Erin Brockovich, right?
No. So the third billed actor was nominated for Best Actor in a Supporting Role and lost to Alan Arkin for Little Miss Sunshine. Was also up against Mark Wahlberg for The Departed, Jimon Hounsou for Blood Diamond, and
Alec Baldwin, maybe?
Jackie Earle Haley for Little Children.
Oh, it's Hotel Rwanda, which was rated R, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely rated R.
Is Jimon Hounsou, is that the guy from Guardians?
Yeah, he's been around forever. He's in a ton of shit.
Let's see here. What other things can I say? Let me see if that's too revealing.
Is it Hairspray?
Incorrect.
Ooh, good guess.
Good guess.
Let me see what... you may recognize this director for films such as Chicago. He was a writer, not a director, but that's what he's known for, according to IMDb.
Yeah.
Directed Gods and Monsters, and directed Kinsey, and obviously directed this film.
This film being...
He also directed Beauty and the Beast. I'm assuming the live action, 2017. Directed The Good Liar. Directed Mr. Holmes.
What musical are we missing right now?
Who said it's a musical? Did I ever say what genre it was?
I don't know if it's like...
I mean, it's musical. I never said that before.
Best
You weren't going to change my mind. I was still going to keep going.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Best
Let's
actress.
see.
2006. Best actress.
You may recognize a Lethal Weapon actor from this movie.
Joe Pesci?
I believe this actor was also in the...
What was Joe Pesci's album called?
Oh, I forget. It's so good, though. It's so good.
I believe this actor was also in another movie that Jen made Mike watch 2 weeks ago.
What movie, Mike?
I'm trying to find the name of it.
Good Luck, or the one where Martin Short just has really bad luck and they're trying to find somebody's daughter, but Martin Short.
Oh, Pure Luck.
Who's the Lethal Weapon actor?
Donnie Glover.
Oh,
Danny
Glover.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
It's Pure Luck. Pure Luck. Remember when he gets stung by the bees? I just remember his face being just like. Oh, I'm gonna make you guys watch Stewart. I think. What is it called? It's a Martin Short movie where he plays like a kid. It's Clifford. No, Clifford. Make you guys.
Stewart is
the Mad TV guy.
Stewart's a Mad TV guy. Yeah, he's kind of the same character in some ways.
Okay.
Wait, so Donald Glover's in this movie? You'd say?
Yes.
Danny.
No, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
Wait,
Danny Glover is one of the top billed actors?
I mean, outside of the top 3, according to Top Cast, he is listed as...
Oh, it's the Royal Tenenbaums.
The 4th.
I was thinking that, so I'm not going to lie, even though it's R, I was like,
it's R, it's not musical, and none of the other things check out, but I wanted to bring it up.
What the fuck
You may recognize the 3rd billed actor from such films as Shrek and Coming to America and The Nutty Professor and this film.
Oh, it's Soul Plane.
Incorrect.
Is it?
Oh,
I'm surprised this is like a Devil Horns. I thought this was going to be
yeah,
an easy
I feel
one.
like with the info you just gave us, it should come right to my head, but I can't.
Again, it keeps flipping back and forth between being top build and second build. So the second build also sometimes top build.
PG-13.
You may know them from such movies
I know what movie you're
as...
talking about, and I don't know the name of the movie, though.
You may know them from such movies as Collateral or Django Unchained or Ray.
Ray? Oh.
It is not Ray.
I'll give a help. What's his name? Nutty Professor guy.
Eddie Murphy?
He was nominated for this movie, an Oscar, I believe.
He was. That was the Oscar, one of the Oscar noms. The Oscar win, I have not revealed that person.
Oh, I know who that is too. But yeah, it's. I don't know the name of the movie.
The top billed actress that sometimes switches to the second build, you may know from such things as The Lion King, or Obsessed, or Austin Powers in Goldmember.
Is it Dreamgirls?
It is indeed Dreamgirls.
Yes,
Mike gets the point.
There you go. That's the movie. Okay.
It's Dreamgirls, and Jennifer Hudson isn't one of the top builds.
Listed below Danny Glover.
That was her first.
That's why I didn't guess Dreamgirls when you said
it goes in order
Jamie
of
Foxx.
It lists Beyonce, Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy on like the main page, and then you click on cast. It switches Beyonce and Jamie Foxx for putting Jamie first and Beyonce second, but keeps Eddie there, and then it goes Eddie, Danny Glover, Jennifer Hudson.
I am so confused.
Jennifer Hudson was like her first movie though. Like she became like that was it.
She won the Oscar for the movie. She also won the Oscar for the movie.
Yeah.
I never seen that movie.
Yeah. Neither have I. I kind of forgot it existed.
I couldn't remember the name though. The second
I wasn't expecting necessarily for anyone to have seen it, but I was expecting it to be an easier like movie to reference. I feel like it's like
I didn't even know
it's by no means like a movie that's like
I forgot Eddie Murphy was in it.
I didn't know Eddie Murphy was in it.
No, because I remember him being nominated. I was like, "Fuck yeah! All right, good." Because Eddie Murphy's career was always dying at that point.
Yeah, that Haunted Mansion didn't help him.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was like, he was so good in that. We don't want to cast him in anything else. We don't want to ruin the.
All right, Mike gets the point. Movie number 2. This 2007 rated R film
2007.
Clocks in at an hour and 56 minutes.
I don't know.
At least on the first main page here, I think I can say there are no MCU actors in this movie. I have too many tabs open. Hold on, let me clear this out because this is getting ridiculous. Okay. You may recognize an actor from this movie from their 89 nominations, including 44 wins and 3 Oscar nominations.
No wins?
This is just an actor in the film, not a top-billed actor.
Yeah.
They have 3 Oscar noms, no wins. I'm pulling them up right now.
Not 3 noms for the movie. 3 noms in their career.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. They have 2 2021 nominees for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role and Best Adapted Screenplay, and then a 2007 nominee for Best Writing Adapted Screenplay. You may know the third billed actor from such roles as, or such movies as, this film, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves,
Men in Tights,
Die Hard. I don't know why I said Die Hard that way.
Yeah,
No, I said Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, not Men in Tights. And Galaxy Quest.
Okay.
I know who the actor is.
I know who the actor is.
Wait,
I knew who the actor was. I knew who the actor was after the second one. So yes, I know who the actor is.
What was the first movie he said? Before Die Hard?
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so do you all know who the actor is?
Yeah, Alan Rickman.
There you go. There's Alan Rickman, third billed actor.
2007, rated R.
Let's see. Why can't I find?
I am Alan Rickman.
Let's see.
7 rated R.
Rotten Tomatoes has
Is it
this
Dogma?
film, incorrect. Has this film at 86% tomato and 81 audience. You might also
I really thought I was going to get it with Dogma right there.
According to Rotten Tomatoes, you might also like 3:10 to Yuma, Letters from Iwo Jima, Borat, Pan's Labyrinth, and Twist of Faith. Again, I don't think this is helpful. I just think it's funny every time.
The last one was helpful.
Now Dogma makes way more sense. What was the last one?
No. The last pick. The last movie, it made sense.
You could pull the musical through line. Yeah. Have all of you seen Pan's Labyrinth, by the way? Because that was going to potentially be a pick.
I never finished it. I think I started it once.
We don't do subtitles, remember.
I'm going to do a subtitle movie.
I'm going to pick some weird anime shit.
I'm going to pick...
So I actually watched a subtitle movie recently that I loved, and I can't remember what the fuck it was.
What was the Mel Gibson movie? Apocalypto.
That movie was incredible.
I know, it was good.
Film had a budget of $50 million and had a worldwide gross of $153 million.
Okay. So I did okay.
Respectable. What year of 2007?
This movie has 77 nominations, including 34 wins and 1 Oscar win.
It's not Unforgiven, is it?
Incorrect.
That the Clint Eastwood movie?
Yeah. Is it Open Range?
Incorrect.
Is it Home on the Range?
Incorrect. This movie was nominated for 3 Oscars. I'm sorry. It was nominated 3 times, won once. It was nominated.
Was Alan Rickman one of the ones that was nominated? I'm sorry to jump ahead if you hadn't already said that.
I don't think he said it.
For this movie, no.
Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry.
I didn't look at Alan Rickman's nominations. That's not who I said previously, though. Okay. But no, he has a primetime Emmy.
Okay.
It was nominated for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role. It won Best Achievement in Art Direction, and it was also nominated for Best Achievement in Costume Design. So The lead actor of this film, lost to Daniel Day-Lewis for There Will Be Blood, was also up against George Clooney for Michael Clayton, Tommy Lee Jones in The Valley of Elah, and
wait, that same year?
Yes, and Viggo Mortensen for Eastern Promises.
I thought he went for
Daniel Day-Lewis won for There Will Be Blood, according to IMDb.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who was up against Daniel Day-Lewis.
What was the thing
I literally just told you.
Yeah, I know. What was the thing about 2007 to 2021?
Yeah, he listed them all.
He did. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Don, what?
A while ago, you had brought up that somebody was nominated in 2007 and then in 2021. Was that the director?
No, that was just another actor in this film.
Okay, it's an actor. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
According to the listing of their names, he would be the 5th person listed here.
Okay. I kept thinking that you had said that for the lead actor. That's why I was confused.
You may know the second billed actress from their 107 nominations, 46 wins, and 2 Oscar nominations. You may know them from such films as this one, Les Miserables, The King's Speech, and Fight Club.
I can't tie her and Rickman together, though.
Is it?
You do not need to give me
the
full
title. Is
title.
it Alice in Wonderland?
Incorrect. You do not need to give me the full title of this movie.
Is it? I don't remember what the second one was called. Through the Looking Glass?
Wonderland was like...
I don't think it's a rated R film, was it?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the rated R.
Those were way later, too, though, I think.
Yeah.
Is it... Is it
Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney Todd?
Todd snuck it in first. It is Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber. Demon Barber? Is that what it is?
The Demon Barber.
Fleet Street.
Yeah. I thought this one was not going to be
we got that one.
that hard.
I've never seen it.
You did not get that quick. We went through a lot of information
to
get that.
Oh, Borat. That's why you said Borat.
Borat.
Because he's in it.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm assuming why Rotten Tomatoes listed it, but the other actor that I said was Sacha Baron Cohen, the one that had the other Oscar noms. Okay. We will move on to the final film. Movie number 3.
I'm dumb. I got that.
That was very, very close. Very close. Like milliseconds apart. Movie number 3. You may know this 2018 rated R film that clocks in at 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Is it Rocket Man?
Incorrect.
Go
ahead and say it.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Incorrect. It has 281 nominations, 95 wins, including...
Is it Yesterday?
Incorrect. Including 1 Oscar win. If Yesterday has an Oscar win, I'm going to be so sad.
I'll look it up after.
I love how you hate that movie. Did Jen hate it too?
Yeah. I mean, Jen's a big Beatles person, and I don't think
Jen
Jen cares for Ed
wrong.
Sheeran.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Let's see. It was nominated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times with 1 win. It was nominated for Best Achievement in Cinematography. It was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. It was nominated for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role, Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role, Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role, Best Motion Picture of the Year, Best Achievement in Sound Mixing, and it won for Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Pictures.
Was it all the Oscars it won?
It only won the last one I read. The rest were all nominations.
I feel like this would be super easy. Oh. 2018.
Oh, whoops. Fuck.
Sweeney Todd.
What are you even saying, Todd?
Did you give us a
Ernest Goes to Jail?
Yeah, it's R.
It is R?
Yeah.
Yes, it is R. On Rotten Tomatoes, this has a tomato meter of 90% and an audience score of 80%. And according to Rotten Tomatoes, you might also like The Danish Girl, Room,
Ooh.
Before Midnight, Rocket Man, and Richard Jewell.
Jewel. Oh,
the one about the
is that a Clint Eastwood movie?
yeah, Clues. Yeah.
That's not the. I haven't seen.
That's the one with Stingray, right?
Is he? Is he in that?
I think he was Richard Jewell, wasn't he? That's the one
really?
about the
So
guy
got,
that got falsely arrested.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they blamed him for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Stingray.
So he's been getting like some fucking decent roles for a while now. That's kind of wild.
This movie had a budget of $36 million and took in a worldwide gross of $436 million.
Whoa!
Wow, good for them.
So yeah, this is a movie we all should know. We just need the right piece of info.
This movie was written and directed by the second billed actor.
Is it I know what it is. Why can I not? I can't think of the fucking name of it.
You may know the third billed actor.
Wait, stop saying information because I know the movie.
No, give information.
Yeah. I want to see Dom get this. I want him to. I want him to get the half court.
You may know this.
Why can I not think of the fucking
name
of the movie?
From such films as Hulk, The Hero, Roadhouse, and
what
this
is
movie.
the name of the fucking movie?
So it's Patrick Swayze. So we're talking about Roadhouse remake.
Is Hulk?
Hulk is
not
the one with
MCU,
Eric
right?
Bana. It's not MCU. That's the one with Eric Bana and.
I was thinking of the Eric Bana. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
A Star is Born.
It is indeed A Star is Born.
Jesus Christ.
And that's a 3-point split for the week.
I couldn't have even thought. I like that. That should have clicked right away.
As soon as I knew that it was the actor, and the actor had also directed.
Yeah.
That leaves the week at the same place it was before, with Dom at 38, Todd at 36, and Mike at 29. Right? Did Dom get the first one? No, it was a split. Sweeney, Todd, Mike got one. Okay.
Yeah, Mike got the first one.
Okay. That'll do it for this week's episode 385. We appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure to watch Fantastic Mr. Fox for our PTC Movie Club for September. Make sure to check out that Axe of the Blood God episode this week. And we will see you next time.